Fantasy Footballers Sunday Live.
What's up, everybody? Welcome in. It's Sunday Live. It's me, Mike, from the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Welcome in. Week 9. Let's flush the memories of Week 8 and pretend that it didn't happen. Because, goodness, let's hope we get some better football this week. Let's hope we get some not devastating injuries. That sounds like I want injuries that are just not bad. I'm going to flip that. Let's hope we get no injuries. That's impossible. It's the NFL. But, come on, Week 9, be nice to us. Be kind. We're still tender and raw from what happened in Week 8. My best friend of the day is Papa Josh.
Good morning, everybody.
So if you can see me, Josh has done his job. He's okay.
We never know, man.
I know. I never know if I'm talking to anyone. I mean, I do. The chats they're flying. They're flowing. What's up, everyone? Welcome in. Let's get into the news.
The big picture.
All right. The big picture. Joe Flacco of the Cincinnati Bengals. He will be playing. If you do not recall or you missed the week, let me catch you up. He has a shoulder injury. He missed practice Wednesday. He did practice Thursday, and there was a tremendous amount of optimism from that. And he's in. He's going to play. He is certainly risky with a throwing shoulder injury. It just takes one solid hit, and you might lose Joe Flacco for the day. Personally, I am playing him. Is Joe Flacco in the hot, or is he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'll just give you a quick rundown, and then if we need specifics, we can hit those as well. So Joe Flacco, he's in my top 12. I am personally playing him over Bo Nix because I don't like that matchup on the road against Houston. If I have guys who are close to Flacco, like Jacoby, Goff, Dart, and Stafford is a little tough because the game script might be a little bit weird. I mean, they're 14-point favorites against the New Orleans Saints, which that's absurd. And so you just really hope that the touchdowns go to Stafford if you're playing him because it's hard to see a path where Tyler Shuck leads the Saints into a competitive battle here with the Rams, who they got those Super Bowl aspirations. But anyway, so Brissett, Goff, Dart, those are pretty close to me. If you want to play those ahead of Flacco and not inherit the risk of his shoulder, I understand that. No risk it, no biscuit for this guy. We play to win. Joe Flacco, make it through the game, big guy. Brock Purdy remains out for San Francisco. It seems like we're getting closer. And then the weird one, Jacoby's starting for the Arizona Cardinals tomorrow night. Kyler is not out. He's listed as questionable. They said they might even have some packages for him. But you know what? He's not being benched. Dude, I don't know. I don't know that I've ever seen a situation where you're in a pretty much must-win game. Your starter, he's going to be active but not starting. It's super weird. Vibes are weird. At the running back position, holy Chicago Bears. DeAndre Swift is out. Roshan Johnson is out. Kyle Monangai. Do. Goodness gracious. What a spot for Kyle Monangai to make his first career start. Cincinnati Bengals, their defense stinks. I mean, I don't want to overreact. I'm trying not to overreact, but Monangai right now is in my top 12. I think he's just him. The craziness of him and Vidal, these like unheralded guys that look, they have their supporters on Twitter for sure, but they're both in smash spots. I love them both this week. Speaking of, Ramondre Stevenson is out. Welcome to Travion Henderson Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. Do we get it? I don't know. I can't promise you anything. But I can tell you I'm starting him. I emotionally could not handle Henderson going off on my bench. This could be it. This could be literally everything for us, Henderson Truthers. Our one opportunity, and Ramondre comes back next week, and we're right back to Ramondre. The matchup is weird with the Falcons because who freaking knows what Atlanta defense is going to show up. But I mean, I'm playing Henderson. I'm playing him as a top 24 option. I've had people ask me, Rico Dowdle. Rico Dowdle is the presumed starter. I think we had even some official stuff where they're like, yeah, Rico's just better than Chuba right now, so he's got to be the guy. His matchup is very, very tough against Green Bay. I'm playing Henderson. I love Rico. Guys, I love Rico. But I'm playing Henderson where I've got him. Isaiah Pacheco is out. Kareem Hunt is in a very good situation, too. Brashard Smith remains a nasty boy potential that you could just throw in there. Kamara is expected to play for the Saints. Now at the wide receiver position, Josh Palmer remains out. Marvin Mims is out for the Denver Broncos. Deep leagues. Maybe you want to throw Pat Bryant on the bench. Are we heating up? Pat? I hope so for my dynasty team. I mean, come on. It's all selfish. Calvin Ridley remains out, but he is now listed as a trade target potential. We'll see. Dontavian Wicks is out for the Packers. With Christian Watson is, I think he is an absolute mandatory pickup if he remained on your waiver wire. Rashid Shaheed is expected to play. Cooper Kupp is not. Torrey Horton, perhaps. Travis Hunter, if you missed this news, this was a big-time bummer. He just all of a sudden in practice, not all of a sudden. Guys get hurt in practice. It happens. But a non-contact knee injury. We did get a favorable report this morning saying they don't think long-term damage is done, but that's 4 weeks. That's 4 weeks without Travis Hunter. Can Brian Thomas Jr. regain any sort of elite form? TBD. And Dalton Schultz will play for the Houston Texans. Honestly, this is not too bad. Last week was way worse. So hopefully if that's a sign of things to come, then this will just be a better overall week. TheFantasyFootballers.com. That's where the rankings are. That's where we have free rankings. We got a free start sit tool up there. You will go plug in players. We'll give you some variables that we're looking at, including our projections, helping you make the best decision that you can make for your fantasy football team. Because remember, it's not my team. Like I said, some of these are like fantasy football. We live in the gray zone, man. There's a lot of people out there who are like, I'm not playing Henderson. I'm playing Kareem Hunt over Henderson. I get it. That makes total logical sense. Fantasy football is not always logical. There's a fraction of emotion and luck that we don't want to acknowledge, but that's how we got to do it. So we're helping you make the best decision for your team. But anyways, start sit. Every week there's always guys who the Foot Clan, those of you out there you're struggling with big time. So we track those, and those are the players who are hot. Josh, is the computer ready?
Wake up, computer.
Okay, we're good to go. Let's find out who's hot.
He's so hot right now.
All right, Papa Josh.
Just going to get this one out of the way since
Okay.
you talked about him early. Joe Flacco
Okay.
or Sam Darnold?
Okay, Sam Darnold against Washington. You know what? I think that's in my range. That is close enough for Joe Flacco. Dude, Sam Darnold. What a dog. What a dog, dude. It's great. These redemption stories are fantastic. I love them. He's close enough. Number-wise, this is why rankings are very tough, because it's like I got Flacco here at 11. I got Darnold at 17. That says that's a clear Flacco play. I think it's close enough that if you want to avoid the re-injury risk, then I'd go with Darnold. If both are healthy, I'm playing Joe Flacco this week. I expect if they both make it through the game, Joe Flacco will have more fantasy points. But I understand losing your quarterback in the second quarter is about the easiest way to ruin your week. And I'm talking like this upcoming 7 days. When your quarterback goes out, you're just upset for the entire week until you can get more fantasy football. So I get it. I'm playing Flacco, but Darnold is close enough for me.
All right, next one is Jaden Daniels or Jackson Dart.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so Jaden, we didn't have it on the list. I'm blaming bets, but Terry McLaurin is out. That was from earlier this week. Yeah, the news was not great that we might not see Terry McLaurin through the Week 12 bye. We do not like that. It was Jaden or Dart. Is that what you said, Josh?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, Dart against San Francisco at home. It's not the scariest matchup, but I'm still playing Jaden Daniels. He's been able to get it done without Terry McLaurin. Is Debo seems healthier, I think. I haven't heard anything about Debo, right? That hasn't come through that the heel.
I think he's okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's playing, but it's like I don't think we had the weird week where he just wasn't practicing. So it's honestly enough that I would play Jaden over Dart. But yeah, no, I'd play Jaden.
All right, now that you're warmed up, man.
All right.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Dak Prescott or Drake May?
Back to back in the rankings. Drake May. Dude, Drake May is. Both of these guys are impossible to sit down. What a decision you would have to make. I have Dak one slot ahead. Again, that is not a make or break type of ranking situation. I'd play Dak. I'd play Dak. I mean, that's so tough. I know that Booty is dominating. He's just it's so efficient where it's not the superstars that Dak has. So I lean Dak, but I don't have the utmost confidence of seeing who's going to be better by the end of the week. Who's next?
All right, we're moving on to the running backs. And Monangai is, of course, the man of the week here. So Monangai or Bam Knight?
Okay, so Bam Knight is clearly in the better situation. Michael Carter will be active for this team. The latest reports are Bam Knight is going to get the first shot. They're going to ride the hot hand. It's hard to not imagine whoever is first up against the Dallas Cowboys just looks like they have the hot hand and they stick with him. So I like him. I mean, he was my start of the week. But if I knew Monangai was going to have no competition against the Bengals, that would have been an easy smash start of the week for one of the three of us. So I'm going Monangai. I'm gonna go with the Bears offense. They can catch fire. They've figured some stuff out with Swift. Maybe that transfers to Monangai. He's just the guys that are playing behind him. It's ludicrous of the lack of experience that any of these guys have had. So I think Monangai is going to be a full workhorse this week, and the Bengals juicy.
All right, I'm going to give you another one before we get to the really hard one here, man.
Oh, good. Perfect.
All right, so Monangai or Chase Brown?
Oh, man. Very, very close. Oh, my gosh. I will probably play Monangai. I don't want to Mooney again, but dude's going to get all the work. He's playing the Bengals. He's on a high-powered offense. It should be awesome for him.
All right. You ready to choose between your children?
Oh, no. Is this a Hendo?
It's Monangai or Hendo.
It's Monangai. It's Monangai. Like I said, with Henderson, I have no idea. I have no clue, one, why he's like people. It's weird. The Battle of Henderson is insane because you have the side that likes him, and they say, watch the tape. Watch what he is able to do when a play is presented to him. And then you have the people who don't like him who are like, watch the tape. He's not good. It's so weird. But if we can get 15 opportunities for Henderson, I do think that good things are going to happen. But I can't guarantee 15 opportunities for Henderson because something's weird up there. Maybe it could be Henderson's fault. Maybe it's Vrabel just being harder on the rookies than, less forgiving of rookie mistakes than he is of Ramondre continuously fumbling. But I would play Monangai. I feel safer with the situation for him. And that sucks.
All right. Let's move to the wide receivers here.
All right.
George Pickens or Brian Thomas Jr.?
That's George Pickens for me. Brian Thomas Jr. in a plus matchup here with the Las Vegas Raiders. The last time we saw him, I mean, he left with a bit of an injury, so he was only 3 for 31. Before that, 8 for 90. We had a 4 for 80. I'm playing George, though. The matchup, this isn't the Denver Broncos matchup against the Cardinals. He's been dominating. I'm going to let Brian Thomas show me after the bye week that he's healthy and ready to go. And he has the connection with Lawrence, which We still haven't seen it. Everything that all of our fond, warm, fireplace, cozy memories of Brian Thomas Jr. are all Mac Jones related. And until we can switch those memories and we get new ones, I would play George.
All right, this is the decision people face with so many injuries, and it ain't pretty, man.
Hey, is nasty time?
It's nasty time.
Okay.
Oh.
I thought there was a question coming.
Oh, I thought you were going to hit a drop. You looked.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, well,
I looked for the drop, but I don't have it.
Here's the question. Quentin Johnston.
There's decisions to be made.
Yeah. Quentin Johnston or Jacoby Myers?
Okay. That's huge. I know the last 2 weeks have not worked for him, but it's working for a lot of people per week for the offense. Jacoby Myers is just not working. Geno Smith he turned the midnight hit, he turned into the pumpkin, and now we're already months later, and that pumpkin is rotting. Like, I don't know what happened to Geno. Too old? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe the offensive line is just, he's scared now. I don't know. I don't have answers for what's going on, but it's bad. So I'm going to stick with the functioning offense, even though I know with Quentin Johnston I could get a 0. I know with Jacoby, you could probably get a 0 too. So this isn't like both guys one has a safe floor. No safe floors for either guy. One guy has a ceiling.
All right, last one for the wide receivers here. Courtland Sutton or Keenan Allen?
Okay, there you go. Now we're talking. I mean, what superstar Courtland Sutton? Yeah, that's right. I think he's a superstar. I think he's great. No, I take that back because superstars can't disappear the way that Courtland Sutton does. Keenan Allen, former superstar, aging superstar. I hate the matchup against Houston. For my team, my League of Records team, I'm playing DK Metcalf over him, and that's in a lineup that already has Jaylen Warren in it. I want in on that Colts-Pittsburgh Steelers matchup, but so to say, like, I'm taking heavy exposure to the Steelers over, diversifying and getting Courtland Sutton in there. So, Keenan Allen, I guess if you need safe points, I'd put Keenan Allen in there. If you need Bo and Courtland could still blow up this week. I just don't see it as a high probability. So I'd play Keenan. Oh, I got Keenan Allen one spot ahead of Courtland Sutton. Good. That makes my rambling and everything make more sense. I'll go Keenan.
All right, moving on to the tight ends. And, man, this is where we are this season. So, Oronde Gadsden or Brock Bowers?
Yeah, so it has been the question all week. Initially, I thought I would stick with Gadsden. Against Tennessee is glorious, but I'm going Brock. He's got to be healthy now. And we have one healthy game of Brock Bowers. That was 100 yards. And, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not changing my answer on Jacoby Myers. But Jacoby was also good in week 1. 8 for 97. So perhaps, again, I'm not saying I'm playing Jacoby, but perhaps Brock Bowers will open things back up for Jacoby Myers. Maybe. Let's hope. Jacoby Myers also listed as a potential trade candidate this on Tuesday. So do we get NFL trade deadline's weird. Sometimes you get a real hot one, and then you forget that so many of them in a row will give you absolutely nothing. But it's fun. So hopefully we see some action. I totally forgot whatever question. Oh, Bowers, Gadsden. So anyways, I'm back on the Bowers side.
All right, last one, and then we'll get to the people here. Gadsden or Laporta?
That one's Gadsden for me. You got an NBA Jam. He's on fire. Laporta, we'll see. Laporta is always a weekly play, but Gadsden, the NBA Jam rules do apply to fantasy football, at least for me, so I'm going to stay in those flames. He's on fire. Is that it?
That's it.
All right. Hey, before we jump into the people, we're going to get to your questions. Want to thank today's sponsor. It's Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's is here to keep you fueled through Sunday football. They just rolled out their toasted sandwiches last year, but they couldn't stop there. Now in a limited time offer, Jimmy John's is bringing you pizza sandwiches. Pizza sandwiches, everyone. They're available in 2 flavors. Enjoy a melty combination of Parmesan, provolone, and mozzarella cheese. spread with marinara and oregano basil on perfectly toasted French bread with their 3-cheese pizza sandwich. If you need something with a bit more protein, try the Sicilian pizza sandwich layered with salami, capicola, and ham, and of course, spread with deliciously melted mozzarella cheese, oregano, basil on freshly toasted French bread. Oh, that's good. Jimmy John's new toasted pizza sandwiches available in 2 flavors, 3-cheese pizza sandwich and Sicilian pizza sandwich at participating locations for a limited time while supplies last. To the people!
Stardom, set 'em.
Edgar says, this is gross. Huge or JMO. I agree. You could go with the narrative of, the Jameson Williams usage has been discussed by their coaches this week. I think I'm sticking with Quinn Johnson, though. I'm gonna stick with Huge there. Next one, we got number 1, Warren or Kraft. Good Lord, my friend, you need to make – yeah. Normally, I don't like helping my teams getting an elite tight end, but you should probably be able to move one of those guys for another type of superstar player. Tucker Kraft's my number 1 tight end on the week. Warren's at 3. I guess I'm playing Kraft. That is, I don't know, that's a weekly decision that we want moving forward. Go get yourself a superstar, wide receiver or running back. The FF Scout says Monungai or Dobbins. That one is Monungai for me. Please don't Mooney on me. Please don't Mooney on me, Monungai. Goodness gracious. Will Payne says Keenan or Downs. I'm going to stick with Keenan on that one. Nicholas says T. Higgins or Torrey Horton with Joe Flacco playing. That's an easy T. Higgins for me. If you're saying it's Jake Browning, that's actually much closer than it should be. The next one we got, Austin says Addison or Booty. I think Addison's been playing great. I think he's outscoring Jefferson, like on a points per game basis since he's been back. But first game with J.J. McCarthy, I'm going to let that shake out. Booty's been playing great. Very efficient. Not a ton of volume, but I'm going to stick with that. We got next question. Zachary says JMO or Booty in a full PPR. I'm going to stick with Booty on that one as well. Next question. Drew says Alvin Kamara or RJ Harvey's frowny face. I'm sorry, Drew. I do understand. So let's work through it. So the hope for Kamara for fantasy football is that Tyler Shuck has a different tendency than Spencer Rattler, and we get a huge target share back to Kamara. They really need someone. A 14-point dog to the Rams. That could be a lot of checkdowns versus a tight competition with R.J. Harvey. We got pump faked on Harvey already. We had, weeks ago where his usage looked like it was about to take off, and then the very next week they barely used him. I know he got 3 touchdowns last week, limited touches. It's the type of play that earns you more playtime usually. I think I'm going Kamara there, though. I don't love it, but I'm going to go Alvin Kamara. I just don't love playing Alvin Kamara, period, this year, but I will play him. Kyle says it's nasty, but Jordan Mason or Kenneth Gainwell, which backup are you going to put out there? I think I'm playing Gainwell. Jordan Mason's my dude, but it is not. He can't get it going. And against Detroit, I'm going to go with the higher upside shootout with that Pittsburgh matchup. And it's not uncommon for Jaylen Warren to do a bunch of work, get down to the goal line, and then he's tired or something, and they put in Kenny Gainwell. It does happen. Let's see. We got Agent Coulson, Ashton Genty, or Kamani Vidal Sassoon. It's Vidal. It's Vidal, dude. It's Vidal against. I don't know if that came through the microphone, but Josh audibly, what? That's why I laughed. And I don't make the rules, man. I don't. You got Vidal against Tennessee. You got Ashton Genty against Jacksonville. Jacksonville is a very good defense. I can't wait to be, cold takes exposed on that one. But I think the rational thing of that is to play Vidal. If you are like, I can't bench Ashton Genty, who is a stud in his own right, he's just in a very bad environment. I understand. But what Vidal has been doing the last couple of weeks, he's been awesome. For fantasy football, he's been awesome. Like if you don't have Vidal on your team, you may not realize how awesome it has been. Or if you haven't played against him. Because if you played against him, you're like, Vidal, I'm so happy that he's on the other team. 20 points. Let's see. We got Taylor says Chase Brown or Travion Henderson. I think I'd stick with Chase Brown on that one. That's sad. Let's see. Next question is Alejandro says Drake London or Booty. Man, I think I'm going to stick with Drake London on that one. Not super confident of that answer, though. We got Mar TC says Caleb or Jaden Daniels. I would play Jaden Daniels personally. Here we go. Rebuke the drift, Cody. I don't know what that means. We got Woody Marks or Oronde Gadsden. That's fun. It's a PPR. We need a ceiling. Your ceiling is Gadsden. Not that Woody Marks doesn't have one, but they're still giving Nick Chubb way too much work. They need to unleash Woody Marks and see if he has it, honestly, because Nick Chubb does not. Let's see. Oh, here. Trey wants to know, Bam Knight or Ashton Genty? That one I will play Ashton Genty. I think. Yeah. Too much risk taken in that somehow Michael Carter ends up being the hot hand. I don't think he will. But that one I'll stick with Genty on there. What a week 9. Week 9, you weirdo. Okay, and we'll get out of here on this one because it's the ultimate nasties from Phil. Vidal or Monangai? I'm going to play Vidal in that one because I know that it's working. Both are in identical, like, smash situations. Tennessee, Cincinnati. Hassan Haskins is gone, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't report that one, but he's on IR, I believe. He's out for sure. I think he's on IR. There's no one to challenge Vidal. He's going to get all the work, just like Monangai will. But I'm more confident in the Chargers and what Vidal, because we've already seen it a couple times. But all eyes will be on Monangai this week. That's going to do it. We went a little bit long. I'm sure no one else is concerned out there except for me. But that's going to do it. I'm going to get in the lab, make sure that the rankings are good. Let's go week 9. Let's get some fantasy points. Let's have some good football games in general. Remember to keep it beautiful. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah! It's Christmas time.